Hello friends, in this video we will learn about the corridor mate. It is a checkmate pattern that features the enemy king that cannot escape from check because it is trapped along a rank, a file or diagonal, which is all usually referred as a corridor. So this type of checkmate is sometimes also referred as a backrank checkmate, but corridor mate is even broader concept. Backrank checkmate is a type of corridor mate where checkmate occurs on the last rank. There is also a type when the king is trapped on the diagonal that we will look in the next video. But in this video, we will see examples of corridor mate where king is trapped on the file. Now this is the basic position of the corridor mate, and in this position white can deliver checkmate in just 2 moves. You can see black's king is trapped between these two open files of the rooks. So white can play the move queen to c2, checking the king in this corridor, which has no squares to go to. And now queen c5 is forced because king cannot go anywhere, and after queen takes c5 we have a simple corridor mate where the king is stuck on this c file because of our two beautifully placed rooks on the open files. Now let us look at some examples from the practical games to know more about corridor mate. Now this is the game of Pentala Hari Krishna with the white pieces against Adhiban with the black pieces, two Indian famous players. So in this position, black's last move was king to g5 and white forced checkmate here in 4 moves, starting with the move rook to g6 check. Now the king has no squares on the f file, so it was forced to take this knight on h4, and after rook h1 check, bishop to h3, white played this very nice move rook to g3, which cuts the king on the g file, and next move rook h takes h3 is going to be a checkmate. For instance, if black plays the move bishop to c7, then rook h takes h3 is a type of corridor mate where the king was stuck on the h file and rook h takes h3 gives the checkmate. It is important to note that after rook g6 king h5 it is also checkmate. After knight f4 check, king takes h4, rook h1, bishop h3 and rook takes h3. So now let us look at one more example of corridor mate. This is the game of Bobby Fischer, and let's go to this position. So black's last move was queen takes b2, and here Fischer sets up a nice idea with the move queen to g4, and black in the game played the move rook g8 to trade off some pieces, but he overlooked a fantastic blow from Bobby Fischer. So once again Fischer played the move rook takes h7, opening up the h file for the queen, and after king takes h7 you can see that this king is stuck on this corridor, the h file, and white can play the move queen to h5, and which is a checkmate because this time the knight is guarding the escape square, and also black's two pieces are helping us in this purpose. So it is also a type of corridors checkmate on the h file. And now I have a test position for all of you. So after this move, it is white to play and win. You can pause the video and think, what would you play here with the white pieces? So white in the game played a fantastic move, queen takes a6 check. This is really a spectacular move because after king takes a6, white has rook a3 check, and here black resigned because after king to b6, which is the only move, bishop to a5 check would be played, and after king to a6, bishop anywhere on this diagonal, bishop c7 check, discover check to the king. Black can only save the mate with the move queen a4, but after rook take a4, we once again have a beautiful corridor mate where the king is trapped on the a file because of this bishop and the pawn, and we once again have a corridor mate on this a file. So this is all that you need to know about the corridor mate. Thank you.